Sat Nam, and welcome to day one of the Kundalini Yoga Essentials 5-day course. The theme for today is mantra, and we are so happy that you're here to join us.
Yes, indeed. Mantra is one of the key aspects of Kundalini Yoga. Is one of the most profound ways of us connecting to our higher consciousness through the sound technology. Mantra means projection of the mind. And as we chant the mantra, we connect ourselves to our higher consciousness. As we also chant the mantras, we kind of unstuck the energy that's stuck within parts of our body, in our organs, in our nervous system, opening up the channels, if you will. So that mantra energy helps us to connect also to the golden chain of teachers, for example, when we chant the Adi mantra. And depending on what do you consider your higher consciousness, what do you consider that the higher self, the capital S, you are able to project your mind, project the energy from within, from your heart, to connect to your higher consciousness. And the mantra also, as you chant the mantras, with the movement of your tongue, mouth, your lips, you create a certain energy, you create a certain connection to your brain, to your heart center. So it's multifaceted. The mantra is very powerful in Kundalini Yoga.
Yeah, and it's also a way to help you find your voice. I know as women, and this might be particularly for women, like we're taught, we have tendency to be quiet and we don't want to take up so much space and we don't want to cause a ruckus. But that's the old way of being. The new way of being is to find your truth, get connected, and then speak that truth. And there's no better practice for opening up your throat chakra or finding your voice than to chant and chant out loud. And it might be uncomfortable at first, but that's okay. It's any new skill. You just it's a little uncomfortable, but you will find that voice and then you'll find the volume and then you just won't be able to stop speaking your truth.
So we're going to talk about the Adi mantra. Adi mantra is the mantra we chant to start each Kundalini class. We also chant that mantra when we want to meditate, doing your own practice as well. So we chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, meaning I bow to the divine wisdom within, or I bow to the divine teacher within. And the key words are the wisdom within. Realizing that there's a wisdom within, there's a wisdom within that connects us to our higher self. So we chant the mantra to connect ourselves to our higher self. And by chanting this mantra, we connect as we start the Kundalini class and practice to connect to the golden chain of teachers who've taught this technology and science before us, and continuing the legacy of Kundalini Yoga. As we chant this mantra as well, we are grounding ourselves in a way by tuning into our own body, tuning into our own different aspects of who we are, our own subtle energies within the body, and making ourselves present into this moment, opening ourselves up to everything, to every level of our existence, if you will.
Beautiful. So let's get started. We'll start by bringing the palms together, rubbing them together. As you do that, check your posture. If you're seated, have your sit bones be rooted into the earth. Heart is open and powerful. You're leading with your heart. Shoulders are relaxed. Your face is relaxed. We're going to close our eyes, press the palms together, bringing them into the heart center. Gently bring your chin back so that you feel some space in the back of the neck. Eyes will be closed, focused at the third eye. Let's take a breath together before we tune in. We'll chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhaling deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale to tune in. Deeply. Suspend your inhale, gently holding the breath. Eyes focused at the third eye. Keeping the eyes closed, release the breath. Bring the hands down onto the knees. Relax the face, relax the shoulders. Let the breath return to its regular pace. Check in with your mental, emotional, and spiritual state, and notice if tuning in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo created a shift in any of these areas for you. It only takes a couple of minutes, and it is a technique that is always here for you. And you do not have to wait for class to do it. You can do it throughout your day as you need to. When you're ready, go ahead and blink your eyes open. Great. So before we do any Kundalini Yoga class, we'll chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. And in most classes, you'll also chant Ad Gede Name 3 times. The Ad Gede Name chant is called the Mangala Charan mantra. And it goes Ad Gede Name, Jugad Gede Name, Sat Gede Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. And this chant translates into, I bow to the primal wisdom. I bow to the wisdom that is true through all the ages. I bow to the true wisdom, and I bow to the great unseen wisdom. And so this mantra is all about connecting with that capital T truth, like what has been true since the beginning of time and what will be true throughout infinity. And that truth alludes to the fact that we are all one and we are all connected. And that's how this mantra affords us protection. Because if we are one with everything, then nothing is a threat to us because it's a part of us. It's a part of the whole. So by chanting this mantra, the separation between you and the world and the experiences you go through can dissolve. And so they are no longer a threat to you. Maybe opportunities for learning or transformation, but not a threat. They're not dangerous. And so that is how this mantra works. You also, as we chant each mantra or each phrase, you can choose to envision white light. So for Ad Gede Name, white light on the left. And then as we go through the mantra, that white light will move to your front, to your right, and to your back. So by the time we're done chanting, you have a circle of white light around you. So like I said, the mantra really works by removing any separateness between you and anything else. And this white light is just an opportunity to use visualization to bolster up your aura, bolster up that white light that surrounds you and protects you from intruding energies or energies that might be a negative experience for you.
Just as the other mantra, you bring your hands in prayer pose and thumbs against the sternum. And you always, anytime you sit in easy pose or you want to start chanting, You want to be aware of your spine being straight, chin tucked in, and you could have your eyes closed, and for better focus, have your eye gaze at the bridge of the nose, at the brow point. Take a deep inhale in, exhale, and inhale to tune in.
Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name.
And take a deep inhale in. Pause and exhale. And bring your hands down to your knees, open your eyes. Beautiful. And one thing to mention when you are chanting this mantra, the pronunciation Nameh spells N-A-M-E-H. We want to pronounce the E-H, Nameh. So to have that projection. We close each Kundalini class or practice that we do by singing the Long Time Sun song. And that's the addition that Yogi Bhajan suggested for us to practice. And by singing the Long Time Sun, we bless ourselves, bless each other. And also what I kind of tell people in class that now as we singing that song, as we creating and connecting with the energy that we have created and accumulated throughout the practice, we have that responsibility now. We feel that responsibility, that projection, that to share this knowledge, to share our love, to share our energy, and apply the application of, as we go through the practice, the kriyas, the meditation, we feel a certain shift, and by applying it to our daily life, we enhance that energy. We enhance that connection and the realization. So it's a very simple and beautiful, heartfelt song, and we sing it again to bless ourselves and each other. So let's let's do a practice here. We simply again rub our hands together, and by rubbing our hands again, we connect the energy that we are becoming aware between the palms. Press the palms together, thumbs against the sternum. Deep inhale, exhale, and inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat suspend the breath. And exhale. And bring your hands down. So we demonstrated this, as we do it at the end of the class.
Talk tomorrow more about the Satnam Kriya when we talk about pranayam, which is the breathing practices. So we're going to work Satnam into our breathing practices a little bit. But we're so happy and excited that you joined us today. We covered Om Namo Gurudev Namo, the Adgade Name chant, and Long Time Sun. So like the 3 basic mantras that you need to get through a Kundalini yoga class, but that you can also use throughout your life. Long Time Sun, if you're feeling down or a little sad, or even if you hear about someone you know who's going through a hard time, you can sing this song to them and send this love and send this blessing to them. These are practices that you are not only meant to do in a 90-minute yoga class, but to sprinkle throughout your life, and they will empower you to be the healer and the light worker and show up heart-centered everywhere that you are, because you'll know that you have the tools. And we are really excited for what we have to share with you over the upcoming week. We've just got more tools for you to use throughout your day, but also to build a really strong foundation for your Kundalini yoga practice. So thank you for being here today, and we love you. Satnam. And welcome back for day 2 of the Kundalini Yoga Essentials course. The theme for today is pranayam. So pranayam are breathing techniques or breathing practice, but it's more like a science. Like the yogis have studied the breath for thousands of years. They know all these different manipulations you can make to the breath to create a very specific desired result. So we learned that the mind will follow the breath in 3 minutes. So all it takes is 3 minutes of some sort of conscious breathing, and you can change the state of your mind, which, as we all know, then change the state of how you experience everything in your life. So pranayam is an incredibly powerful tool. Today we're going to cover some of the more basic and commonly used practices: long deep breathing and breath of fire. These are really good practices to just really nail down so that you can use them in your Kundalini yoga practice, but also throughout your life.
Absolutely. So let's start by doing the long deep breathing. So when we want to do long deep breathing, we want to have a good posture. And good posture is sitting up straight, stretching the spine up. Something to remember and do throughout the day as we sit for a long time, so you're driving, eating, we want to have our heart open, our chest expanded, shoulders are relaxed, being mindful of our spine being straight. And when we do any type of breathing technique, we want to have that neck lock. Neck lock is simply explained, chin being tucked in, top of the head is kept flat, to have that straight line, that space open in the back of the neck, the straight line connection between the neck, the energy that's moving through to the brain. So as we practice long deep breathing, we want to again connect to our breath, slowing down the breath and connecting that energy of prana. So we expand the capacity of the lungs, and we continuously focus on the energy of prana moving in and out of the body. When we inhale, we start by expanding the belly away from the spine, focusing on that chamber, and then by expanding the belly, we allow the diaphragm to fall down and expand our lungs, opening our lungs and allow the air to fill in the lungs. And then we finish the long deep breathing by lifting the chest physically actually and allowing the air to fill in the clavicles. So if you feel a little bit of pressure there at the end of the inhalation, that's perfectly fine. So we want to again expand the capacity of all 3 chambers, so our belly, our lungs, the chest, and the clavicles. And when you exhale, you reverse the order. You release the air from the clavicles, and you release the air from the chest, from the lungs, and you start pressing the belly towards the spine for a complete exhalation. And all this is happening very smoothly, kind of in one rhythm. But again, you want to be aware of the three chambers being activated. So let's practice. Close your eyes. Again, anytime you want to bring that focus into what you're doing, the practice of breathing or any mantra, you could simply just bring your eye gaze at the bridge of the nose, between the brow point. And now inhale deep and gradual by again moving the belly away from the spine, feeling the air moving, expanding the lungs and filling in the chest and the clavicles to complete your inhalation. And as you exhale, release the air from top down, from the clavicles, chest, and press the belly towards the spine. And be okay with any slight discomfort that you may feel in the beginning. And continue, keep your attention and focus on your breath. And that's a long yogic breathing. And again, to further help you keep your focus on the breathing, you could add the mantra Sat, silently, repeating the mantra mentally or silently as you inhale, and Nam as you exhale. So as you continue to practice the long deep breathing with the mantra Sat on the inhale and Nam on the exhale, it's almost like you could hear that mantra. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale, allowing the breath to create that sound.
Your mind has become distracted. Just bring your eye focus back to the third eye and bring your attention to the mantra Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Feel the prana or life force coming into your body on each inhale, and feel that you no longer need, expelling from your body on the exhale. So I'll close by inhaling deeply together. Suspend the breath for a moment. Exhale. Release the breath. Let it return to its regular pattern. When you're ready, you can blink open your eyes. So as we do long, deep breathing, when you breathe into your belly, you're actually inhaling into the lower lungs. And then the ribs is the mid lung, and the clavicle and shoulders is your upper lung. So by doing this breath, you're inflating your entire lung capacity, and then you're also emptying your entire lung capacity. This allows us to really get refilled and recharged with new life force or prana, which comes into us from the breath. And it allows us to release that which is no longer serving us. The air that stays stuck in our lower lungs when we don't use them holds toxins, it holds stuck emotional energy. And so to really clear your energy and your emotions, you can just do this long, deep breathing. It's a great thing to set a timer for. So set a timer to go off, 3 or 4 times throughout the day. And when you hear that ding, you know to just sit and do 1 minute of long, deep breathing. And it will allow you to relax, become more centered, get more energy and clarity, and then release stuff that is no longer serving you. It's a very powerful practice. If you do just this throughout the day, you can call yourself a yogi. You don't need to stand on your head or commit hours in the morning. If you can really master and commit to long, deep breathing throughout the day, you are a true yogi. Conscious breath is where it's at.
So now we're going to talk about breath of fire, one of the breathing techniques that's used along with many kriyas in Kundalini Yoga. So when we do breath of fire, we're breathing rhythmically. We're allowing the navel point, sort of the pumping the belly to do the job for us. So as we inhale and we exhale, again, the inhalation, we bring the belly out, exhalation, we press the belly towards the spine. And that happens rhythmically and rapidly. The rate sort of is 2 to 3 times cycles per second. So we want to make sure that we do it in a way that, even though it's kind of rapid breathing, but it is in a relaxed manner. When we have our body relaxed, our facial muscles are relaxed, our chest muscles are relaxed, our upper chest muscles are relaxed. And as we breathe in, and we kind of focus and emphasize on our exhalation more, and we allow the inhalation to take care of itself. However, the inhalation and the exhalations are equally proportioned. So just to demonstrate it, it kind of look like this. So again, we kind of focusing on the pumping the belly, when navel comes in and out with our inhalation and exhalation. And your focus mentally could be on the movement on the diaphragm. Normally when you do inhale, especially like a long, deep inhale that you do, or exhale, when we inhale, we become longer. When we exhale, we become wider. And that's the movement of the lungs and the whole muscles in that area, in the torso. But as you do a breath of fire, it's a rapid movement of your diaphragm moving up and down. And therefore, as you focus on that, you leave every other, kind of mentally and physically, every other part of the body, every muscle relaxes.
I want to, before we start practicing also, I just want to add for the women out there, if you are in your 4th month of pregnancy or later, or if you're in the first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, you don't ever want to do breath of fire. This area of your body is doing plenty of work. We don't want to add additional pressure. You want to let whatever is taking place kind of take its natural course without outside interference. So if you're on those first 3 days of your cycle, or you're 4 months pregnant, or further progressed in your pregnancy, then whenever someone says to do breath of fire, just do the long, deep breathing we did before, and you will get the same benefit. Your body's already doing something magical, and so don't worry about missing out or like you're not doing the full kriya. That's just not the case. Your body.
Yeah, so now, if you're not pregnant and you're not during your cycle, if you're female and not pregnant, let's start doing the breath of fire. Okay, so as you're sitting in easy pose, cross-legged or anyhow that you're comfortable on a chair, keep your spine straight and chin tucked in. Close your eyes and bring your eye gaze at the brow point. If you've been practicing your eye gazes for any other practice and you're comfortable, you could bring your eye gaze even higher, looking through the top of the head. And now start breath of fire.
So as Ramtin said, you want to emphasize the exhale, and then the inhale might happen naturally. So if you're struggling with the exhale, inhale, just focus on that exhale and then relax, and the body will kind of fill up naturally.
Remember to keep your mind at ease, keep your facial muscles relaxed, eyes focus at the brow.
Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath gently. Keeping the eyes closed, exhale. Check in with your mental, emotional, and spiritual state, particularly your energy. Notice if you felt a boost in energy while you did breath of fire. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. So breath of fire is a powerful, transformative breathing practice that is used in almost every exercise set that we do.
We are using the power of the navel and pump by pumping the belly, but no matter at what level and what rhythm you're doing practicing this, it's still a very gentle, breathing. Is not forced. You don't bring pressure. You're not hyperventilation. It's like, think of as a wave of air and prana just continuously moving up and down the chest area.
Beautiful. And there are so many benefits. Breathing this way, breath of fire, helps you release toxins. It helps you improve the lung capacity. It helps you boost your energy. So if you're feeling low or tired, you can do breath of fire and really boost your energy. Mm-hmm. That boosts your auric field. So if you're going into a situation where you want to have a very strong projection or protection from that auric field that you have, you can do breath of fire for 3 minutes. And so those are the stated benefits of breath of fire. And you can use it throughout your day, like we said, as you need it. It's just one more little tool you have in your yogi tool belt of things that you can do off the mat.
We've heard to slow down, right? Mm. Throughout our life, throughout our daily life, our daily routine. And that's what it is. Slowing down is not becoming inactive or don't move fast, not moving forward fast, but is to take the pauses and going to the connecting with our inner self, inner energy, and kind of pressing the restart button, and by using these techniques, we are pressing the restart button within us, and as we do practice it more and more throughout the day, becomes sort of a norm,
Absolutely. But we're so grateful for you for joining us. As a reminder, today we reviewed long, deep breathing and breath of fire, 2 of the foundational practices. We also talked about Sat Nam. So Sat means truth and Nam means name. And so by chanting Sat Nam, when we do that, we are saying the truth is my name. We're connecting with our highest truth. And so Sat Nam is a greeting in Kundalini Yoga. We inhale Sat, exhale Nam. You can turn any long, deep breathing into a meditation by inhaling Sat and exhaling Nam. It's a really fast way to get in alignment with your highest self when you need to. We love you, and Sat Nam.
Sat Nam.
Satnam, and welcome back for day 3 of the Kundalini Yoga Essentials course. Today we're going to talk about Kriya, or exercise, and we're going to share the Wake Up series with you. It's a great Kriya that you can use in the mornings. You can break it apart and do each of the exercises individually if you need them. It's a really great tool to have in your back pocket.
Yes, so Kriya means action, to take complete action. It's not just exercises or stretches or poses, but in Kundalini Yoga, Kriya is a combination of postures, stretches, combined with sound and breathing for a specific and a particular outcome. So all the breath, all the sound, and the action is integrated together in a specific sequence that brings a specific outcome. And when we do Kriyas in Kundalini Yoga, we are following a certain order of the set that's been given, and we cannot alter or move around the order of the stretches and poses and the postures.
Great, so today we're going to practice the Wake Up series. This is just 3 separate exercises, and it's awesome to do in the morning. It gives you that boost of energy, gets you really centered and grounded and ready to act upon your day so that your day doesn't act upon you. It can be done for as little as 4 minutes to up to 15 minutes, just depending on how long you do each exercise. So we'll lead you through that process right now. The Wake Up series starts with stretch pose, which is one of the most challenging and powerful practices in all of Kundalini Yoga. This is one of those things that you can do on its own by itself, and you get a massive benefit right away. It helps to recharge your navel center, it gives you energy, it gives you balance, and it also, for me, it gives you that I can do it feeling, because it is challenging. And so as your gremlins, or those negative mind messages, come up to you saying this is hard, and you kind of stay up and you stay strong, then you feel like you can do anything throughout the whole day. So it's a really powerful practice, really powerful way to start the day. So Ramtin's going to demonstrate for us. So join him as we're leading you through it. So you'll lay down on your back. And then you'll go ahead and we'll demonstrate the full posture first, so you can just watch actually, and then we'll get into actually doing a practice. So to do stretch pose, you start by, you'll lift your shoulders up off the ground, head up looking at your toes. Hands are next to your thighs, or you can put them over your thighs. And then in this posture, you do breath of fire. So rapid, equal inhales and exhales like we talked about yesterday. And so this is a full expression of stretch pose. If you can do this, great. You really want to focus on pulling your navel down so that your lower back is pressed in against the mat. Remember, if you're 4 months or further along in your pregnancy, do not do breath of fire. And in fact, you're only going to put one leg up. So you'll have one leg down at a time and alternate. Same thing if you're in the first 3 days of the first 3 days of your menstrual cycle. You won't do breath of fire, and you'll rest one leg at a time. Remember, your navel center is performing a lot of work at those times. It's releasing. We don't really want to activate it too much. So this is the practice. Ramtin, go ahead and take a break. And then I will lead you through a full minute. And so our listeners listening, go ahead and lay down, get yourself prepared. If you're not able to keep your lower back down on the mat while you're doing stretch pose, you can alternate legs like you would do if you were pregnant or on your cycle, but you also can put your hands under your hips entirely like this. So instead of up, they'll be under your hips, and that can help your lower back stay rooted. And then hopefully as you get stronger, you'll move them out. And you can even start with your arms above. And then I know for me, my back used to creep up and creep up and creep up to the point where it was painful. And then I just move my hands underneath. All right, so let's get started. Whatever your expression of stretch pose is, Come into it now. Beautiful. And begin breath of fire. Rompton's got really good form here. So stretch pose is a mental challenge sometimes as much as it is a physical challenge. So as your body is talking to you, as your mind is talking to you, stay strong. The quote for this pose is keep up and you will be kept up. So if you just make yourself stay up, you know, the universe conspires to help hold you up, and you can do it. Got about 10 more seconds, so if you've come down, come back up. We want to finish strong. Inhale deeply, suspend your breath, squeeze all the muscles in your body, keeping your feet up. Exhale, relax. Let your body relax completely. Let your body rest. Release your shoulders, release your face. Release your abdomen, release your hip flexors. Let the breath return to normal. And let the body sink into the earth, knowing that the time for effort is paused. The time to relax and receive is now. Let all the energy that you stimulated during stretch pose circulate throughout your body. Beautiful, beautiful job. So that was stretch pose. Let's talk about some specifics and some pointers for continuing your stretch pose practice.
Yeah. So it's important to, as you have your shoulders slightly off the floor, your chin is tucked in, not clasping your head back or forward, you know, and just have your chin tucked in. Your back of the neck is kind of still stretched. And the toes are pointed. As Jen mentioned, the lower back is to make that conscious intention of having the lower back towards the floor. And if you are feeling any tension, friction, any part of the body, energetically and with your imagination, move that energy throughout the body. Yeah, so talk to your body, makes the process easier. Also, when you start, it's important to kind of make an impression of the correct posture. Any posture you do, especially this posture, this stretch pose, on your brain to do it correctly, and will stay with you within the subconscious mind. So if you could only do this for 10 seconds, be it. Let it be it. Just do for 10 seconds, and then you could do the 1 minute period, but in 10 seconds intervals. So you just rest and come back in the correct position and just add to the time.
So some of the benefits of doing stretch pose is that it strengthens your abdominal muscles. It really sets and balances your navel center, which is where all your action and activity comes from, your motivation, your energy. It really gives you that boost of energy. It also helps with your reproductive organs and glands. And so it's a very powerful practice. I'm sure if you practice it just then, you can see. And don't avoid it because it's challenging. All right, the next exercise that's part of the Wake Up series is tuck pose. And so usually you will have just rolled right from your stretch pose into tuck pose. So you'll already be laying down. So go ahead and lay down. So tuck pose is a great in between stretch pose and ego eradicator, which is the next exercise we're gonna do. And it really helps energize and flush the organs. So we're gonna put pressure on the organs and then pump our navel so that blood can flow in and out, in and out, in and out. It's like giving your organs a nice, cleaning. It's very cleansing. So what you'll do is when you're laying down, and again, once you do wake up series on your own, you'll do stretch pose, rest, and then you'll go right into tuck pose. So bring both of your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, get into as tight of a ball as you can with your head lifted up between your knees, and then begin breath of fire. And remember, if you have one of those exemptions, then you won't be doing breath of fire. So first 3 days of your cycle, or if you're 4 months or more into a pregnancy, just do long, deep breathing. And believe it or not, it's actually a little more challenging with long, deep breathing. So don't feel like you're missing out on something. You want to keep your ball as tight as possible. See if you can feel the pressure from your thighs on your middle section, on your abdomen. And then as you pump your navel with breath of fire, that's where that real cleansing motion comes for your organs and for your organs. Beautiful work. Inhale, squeeze your little ball as tight as you can and suspend the breath. Exhale, come back to relaxation. Lay down, extend the legs, extend the arms. Let the body sink into the earth. Relax your face if you were holding tension in your face. Relax the shoulders, relax the abs. Let the earth hold you for a moment. The benefits of this practice include that it sets your navel point, it strengthens your abdominal muscles, it works the digestive system, and like I talked about, it really cleanses your organs. Continue resting for a few breaths. Let the breath return to its regular rate. And then when you're ready, you can sit up and join us for Ego Eradicator. Beautiful. So the last exercise that's part of the Wake Up series is Ego Eradicator. Again, this exercise can be done by itself. It really helps to balance the mind and really empower and expand your aura. So if you're needing to have a strong projection, either because you're gonna lead a meeting, teach a class, ask for a raise, if you're going into an environment where you feel like you need some energetic protection, this is also a way to build up that energetic field that you have around you. And so it's a very powerful practice. I love Ego Eradicator. It's one of my favorite tools from Kundalini Yoga. Beautiful. So we'll do a minute of Ego Eradicator now. I'll review the position first. So the hands, you're going to curl your fingers so that they're touching the top of your palm. They're not in a fist. The palm is open and flat, and then the thumb is extended. And then you're going to straighten the elbows and come up to 60 degrees. So if this is 0 and straight up is 90, then we're looking for 60 degrees. And then we close our eyes. So focus the eyes at the third eye, or if you prefer, you can focus your eyes at the crown of the head, looking up to the heavens above you. And then in this position, we begin breath of fire.
As you continue the breath of fire, keep your facial muscles relaxed, keep every muscle of the body relaxed. Keep your eyes focused where you are gazing at the brow point or through the top of the head. Relax, keep your shoulders relaxed and keep your elbows straight. That's important. And keep the angle of your arms, if you're doing it for 3 minutes, keep the angle of your arms, make sure you're in 60 degrees, and continue with the Smooth breath of fire.
Inhale deeply. Sweep your arms up above your head. Have the thumbs touch. Keep the inhale held. Stretch the fingers up. Pull the energy up the central channel of the body, out the crown of the head, out the fingertips. Exhale, keeping the arms up. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Keep the breath held out. Pull up on the pelvic floor, direct the energy up the central channel of the body, out the crown of the head, out the fingertips. Inhale. Slowly sweeping the hands through the aura towards the ground. As you notice any impurities or dark spots, you can collect them with your fingers. As your hands hit the ground, that energy transmutes into pure love and light. As your hands hit the ground, you feel grounded and rooted. Taking a few breaths here. Really taking note of our mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Noticing what the effect of the Wake Up series is. Noticing how stretch pose, tuck pose, ego eradicator are powerful by themselves, but build upon one another to be greater than their individual pieces. That's what a Kriya is. Individual practices that come together to create a great impact that's greater than the individual pieces themselves. Beautiful job.
Great, that felt good. So, ego eradicator, as you experienced it, opens the lungs, has the benefits of the breath of fire alone, and then the posture adds to it. So it opens up the lungs, it consolidates the magnetic field of the body, and brings both hemispheres of the brain into a kind of a collective state, and balances both hemispheres of the brain.
Yeah, so we had a powerful day today. Remember that if you need to boost up your aura, extend your projection, you can do that ego eradicator. If you feel like you need a little energy boost or just to reset, kind of reset your frame of mind, you can do that stretch pose. It'll make you feel powerful and like you can do anything. So we shared some really powerful practices with you today, and tomorrow will be no different. Tomorrow, the theme is relaxation, but we're gonna also teach you Sat Kriya, because we're gonna do something real powerful and then do a relaxation afterwards. So it'll be an amazing day. Thank you for being here today. We love you, and Sat Nam. Sat Nam, and welcome to day 4 of the Kundalini Yoga Essentials course. Today we're going to talk about relaxation. That's the theme for the day. But we paired with it Sat Kriya, which is one of the most powerful practices in all of Kundalini Yoga. Like if you want to have a Kundalini Yoga practice and you only have 5 minutes a day, this is the thing for you. You will do Sat Kriya every day, and you can say, I have a Kundalini Yoga practice. It's that powerful. Beautiful. So relaxing in Kundalini Yoga is extremely important. You'll notice it's one of the main differences between Kundalini Yoga and a Vinyasa or Hatha practice. We take a lot of breaks in between postures, and we have a long Shavasana at the end of class. And this helps rejuvenate your parasympathetic nervous system. It helps your body and mind really integrate the energy and the prana, or life force, that was shifted or moved around during the Kriya. So it helps you like relax and get the benefit of what you've done instead of just quickly moving to the next thing. And this is a good model to apply to our life, right? Like if through your day you're just constantly running to the next thing, then you're building up tension and stress, and you're never really integrating what's happened or what's occurred throughout your day. So it's a great practice on the mat and off the mat.
Yes, and Kundalini Yoga is Kundalini of awareness, and really where you come in realization of that awareness is when you relax. That's the beginning step. Relaxing allows you to go move inwardly and open up the channels of bringing your mind, body, and soul into harmony.
Great, so we're going to start practicing Sat Kriya, and I wanted to share some of the benefits with you. So Sat Kriya strengthens the heart, it strengthens and balances your nervous system, it helps with your reproductive system, and your digestive system. So it's really powerful for, the first couple chakras. And then also, Ramjan will demonstrate later, but you sit like this, and so you also can envision that you're like an antenna connecting with the infinite. I really like these visualizations when I practice, and it's like you're downloading all this information or downloading this energy from the infinite. It's such a powerful practice, and you can feel profound shifts in just 1 to 3 minutes, which is a recommended beginner's practice, but you can get up to 7, 11, 31 minutes if you like.
Yes, so again, as we mentioned before, Sat Kriya is one of the gems in Kundalini Yoga that is a standalone Kriya, and it really, in a short period of time, relatively, creates what we want to create in this practice of raising the Kundalini energy in the body. So you could, normally when we sit to do Sat Kriya, we sit in a rock pose on our heels. If that's difficult for you, you could sit in an easy pose or on a chair. But remember to keep the spine straight, and that goes with any meditation you do, any breathing techniques, and any kriyas that the sitting up straight. So come sitting in on your heels, and a couple of things to be aware of is that as you are extending your arms up, make sure you're not curling the lower back forward, and your lower back is straight. So your arms are up, shoulders are relaxed, shoulders are not shrugged up towards your ears, shoulders are relaxed and back, and the back is not tucked in, it's just straight up, back. And arms are up straight, keep the elbows straight up, and you want to have your biceps as close as possible to the ears, but it is more important to have the shoulders relaxed and back and not shrugged up and feel that tension. And so our hands are together and interlaced in Venus lock, except the index finger is pointing up. And for women, you want to have your left thumb crossing the right, and for men, the right thumb is crossed the left. So as you have your arms up, you keep you close your eyes, and you could have your focus at the brow point, or just relax your eyes. Chin is tucked in. In this position, we're going to chant Sat, and as you chant Sat, you powerfully bring the navel in and up. And as you chant Nam, you just release and relax the navel area. So it's Sat, Nam. And for me, for the power and the sound to really come through from the navel area and through all the chakras and through the throat area, I sort of bring the navel in a millisecond before I chant Sat, almost simultaneous, but a little bit before that, and to create that power, and then the sound. So it's not really from the throat, really. So we're not shouting Sat, you're not being loud, but it's a powerful chant that comes from the navel area. So again, bring your arms up. And again, get yourself comfortable too, that's important. And arms up, your biceps are as close as possible to your ears, shoulders are relaxed. Close your eyes, focus at the brow point if you want, and then inhale deep. Exhale and inhale to begin. Sat,
Nam,
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 Sat.
Nam,
Inhale. Inhale deep and reach your hands up. Hold the breath in. As you hold the breath in, squeeze the anus, the sex organs, and the navel comes in. Squeeze the muscles of your hips, entire back, bring the energy up. And exhale, keep your hands up. Inhale deeply, one more time. Hold the breath in, reach up a little more. And do the root lock, squeezing and pulling. And visualize the energy moving, the light energy from the base of the spine, through the spine, all the way up through the fingertips. Visualize this, see it, feel it. Reach up a little more, inhale a little more. And exhale and open your hands and slowly sweep your arms down, sweeping your aura, feeling the energy and the prana. Bring your hands down onto the floor, connecting with the earth, relaxing your body, relaxing your mind. And then you can bring your hands in your lap and just relax there for a few seconds or a minute or so.
Wonderful. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and then join us for a deep relaxation. Wonderful. After a powerful practice like Sat Kriya, it's important to relax. To begin a relaxation, go ahead and bring yourself laying down on your back on your mat like Ramtin is here. You want your legs extended, your feet to be swaying out a little bit, and for your elbows to be straight and your palms to be up and a little bit out from your body. If your arms are contacting your body, it's giving your nervous system a little bit of stimulation, so it's nice to have none of that. You can go ahead and lift up your chest and nuzzle your shoulder blades under your back to help broaden and open up the shoulders. You can also, if you have really broad shoulders, you can bring your hands onto your abdomen, and that might release some tension in your shoulders if you're feeling any in this posture. Another thing that often happens for people during relaxation is if the back of your lower back is being pulled up, kind of like it feels in stretch pose sometimes. But if your lower back is uncomfortable, you can bend your knees and put your feet flat on the floor. So whatever posture is going to work for you, get in that posture. You don't want anything under your head, so no pillow or anything under the back of your head. So we'll begin progressive, very conscious relaxation. So close your eyes. You're laying down on the ground, letting the earth start to hold you. And bring your awareness to your toes. Sending your toes love and gratitude for keeping you balanced. And send them the message that it's time to relax and let go. Bringing the same message of gratitude and relaxation to your feet, the tops and bottoms of your feet and your ankles. Washing them with gratitude and relaxation. Bringing this message of love, gratitude, and relaxation up to your shins and calves, your knees, thighs, and hamstrings. Washing the legs with love, gratitude, and relaxation. Bringing this message of gratitude and relaxation to your lower abs, middle abs, and upper abs, to your chest, coming down to your lower back, consciously sending your lower back some gratitude and relaxation. Moving this sensation of gratitude and relaxation to your middle back and upper back. Washing your entire torso with love, gratitude, and relaxation. Letting go. Bringing this awareness to your shoulders, the fronts, tops, and backs of your shoulders. Washing them with gratitude and relaxation. They hold the weight of the world for us sometimes. It's okay to let it go. Bring your attention to your biceps and triceps, washing them with gratitude and relaxation. Moving down the arms to the elbows, forearms, wrists, sending gratitude and love to your hands and fingers. Washing the shoulders and arms with love, gratitude, and relaxation. Moving your attention up to your neck, the back of your head, the scalp. Washing them with gratitude and relaxation. Moving up to your chin, jaw, cheeks, eyes, and forehead. Sending your entire face love, gratitude, and relaxation. Moving your attention deep inside your abdomen, deep inside your torso, washing your organs with love, gratitude, and relaxation. Moving your attention up to your lungs and your heart, your literal life support system, sending them love, gratitude, and the message of relaxation. Do one final sweep of your body, noting anywhere that there is tension, and asking it, inviting it to relax. knowing that if it is not ready to let go, that is perfectly okay. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Let your third eye relax. And then finally, releasing your attention altogether, letting your consciousness and your soul float above your body as the earth cradles and holds your physical body. First conscious movement be an inhale and exhale. Begin wiggling your fingers and toes, twisting your wrists and ankles. Inhale your arms up overhead, stretching long for good morning stretch. Then bring your palms of your hands together, the soles of your feet together, stimulating the nervous system, helping you feel refreshed and awake. And bring both legs into the chest, into a tuck pose. Extend the left leg onto the ground. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. Then bring the right knee across the body. Right shoulder stays grounded, gaze is over the right shoulder. Breathe into this twist. Coming back to center, hugging both knees into the chest. Now extending the right leg onto the floor. Left knee squeeze into the chest, comes across the body. Left shoulder stays grounded, gaze is over left shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Come back to center, into tuck pose. Squeeze. Rock left to right. Come into happy baby by grabbing onto the bottoms of your feet, pulling the knees into the armpits, leaving the spine flat on the floor. Then come back into a tuck by grabbing your shins or your hamstrings, and then rock front to back at least 5 times. Give yourself that massage as you roll along your spine. And then rock up to your cross-legged pose. And just take a moment here, close your eyes, center yourself, connect with your highest self. Noting any mental, emotional, or spiritual shifts that are evident after practicing Sat Kriya, and then relaxing. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We reviewed Sat Kriya, which, like we said, is one of the most powerful practices. If you want a daily practice and you don't have time, do that. You can do that by itself. We also reviewed relaxation. It's important. Our Western world is so crazy and we're busy and we've got jobs and kids and all of that. It's really important to take even just 3 or 5 minutes like we just did and consciously relax your body. You know, it's not difficult to do. The hard part is prioritizing it. But think about how you feel right now and how great would it be to feel that way throughout your day regularly.
So we want to thank you again for joining us. I hope this was beneficial for you. We want to remind you to join us tomorrow. We're going to learn about a very profound and powerful meditation in Kundalini Yoga that was taught by Yogi Bhajan for us to practice in these days of us transforming into our true self, into the Aquarian age.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow, and Sat Nam.
Sat Nam.
Sat Nam, and welcome to day 5 of Kundalini Yoga Essentials course. Today we're going to talk about meditation, and we're going to teach you the long Ek Onkar meditation. This is one of the most popular and profound meditations in all of Kundalini Yoga. In fact, Yogi Bhajan, who brought Kundalini Yoga from India to the West, really prescribed this meditation for these times we're going through. So the increased intensity, how it seems like the world is going crazy, this meditation is the antidote to that.
So in Kundalini Yoga, we learned that meditation is a process of controlling and transcending the waves of the mind, allowing the flow of radiance through the soul.
Yes, I love Yogi Bhajan's point that, you know, we brush our teeth every day, we take our car in to get regular oil changed and to get cleaned. Like, we have this maintenance for all these aspects of our life. But unless you're meditating, you're not maintaining your mind. And so to meditate, ideally daily, is to clear out your mind, get it cleaned, get it tuned up, get it really clear so that it can work well for you. And that's why if you say you don't have enough time to meditate, you don't have enough time not to meditate. Because otherwise you got all this junk like clunking around in your mind, and it makes you slower to make decisions, it makes you slower to act, it makes you feel tired. And so you'll actually get more use out of your minutes if you spend some time meditating and just clearing the junk out of your mind.
Yeah, it's not really about quieting the mind.
No.
It's about clearing the mind. It's about centering the mind. It's about kind of stretching into a new area of the way of thinking, releasing and letting go of our habitual ways of thinking and doing things. And
Absolutely.
by meditation, we're kind of creating that new pattern. And it might not be comfortable in the beginning, but again, it's something new. It's outside of the comfort zone, if you will. But it brings that connection of harmonizing every aspect of who we are and creates that connection of deeper connection within and to our higher self.
Absolutely.
So you're really quieting the chatter, right,
Yes.
of the mind, and tuning into enhancing the voice of the consciousness, the higher consciousness, if you will.
Beautiful. So the meditation we're going to do today is long Ek Onkars, or morning call. But we're going to start by tuning in. Since we're meditating today, we absolutely need to tune in before we practice. So let's get our sit bones nice and grounded. Open your heart center. Shoulders are relaxed. Rub the palms together at the center of the chest. Press them together. Bring your nuzzle your thumbs into your heart center. You can close your eyes. We'll take an inhale together. Exhale completely. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Suspend the breath briefly, pulling up on that root lock, directing energy up the central channel of the body, out the crown of the head. Eyes are focused at the third eye. Exhale. Bring the hands to the knees. Take a moment here, and then blink open your eyes.
All right, so long Ekankars is also known as the morning call or the Adi Shakti meditation. It's again a powerful meditation that helps us transform and transfer energy throughout each chakras, awakening our each chakra, connecting our lower self, if you will, which means our lower chakras, to our higher self, to our higher chakras, and then beyond, and going towards the cosmos and the universe.
Yeah, it feels.
Infinite.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. It feels to me like it's like a energetic massage. Like as you chant, the chant is like massaging the chakra energies as you go up. It's really a beautiful sensation once you learn it and you can sink into the meditation.
So Ekankar Satnam Siri Waheguru. That's the chant, that's the mantra. And we're going to elongate this mantra as we're going to go through the instructions. But Ekankar means one creator created this creation. Satnam is, truth is the name, or true identity. Siddhis means great, Siddhi. And Siddhi Waheguru means great is the wisdom beyond description, that is infinite, that always exists. It's like that ecstasy that is created as you connect to that infinite self, beyond limitations. So we chant this mantra on a 2.5 cycle breath. As we chant Ek, we bring the navel in powerfully, and then Ong Kar is drawn out. And Ong and Kar are should be chanted in the same length. Okay, so it's Ek Ong Kar. So those two parts are chanted in the same length of breath. And you take a deep inhale again. That's important to make that breath long and deep. And then you chant Sat, powerfully bring the navel in, and drawing the Nam is drawn out. Nam, steady breath, and the length of Nam is equals to Omkar. So Nam, and then at the end of Nam is a powerful Siddhi. And you Sat Nam Siddhi. Chant that. And then you take a half a breath and you say Wah. And as you chant Wah, again you bring your navel in powerfully. And on the Hey Guru is drawn out. So Hey Guru is drawn out, but it's not as long as the Nam or the Omkar is drawn out. So it's going to chant. It's going to sound like this: Ek Omkar Sat Nam Siddhi. Take a breath. Wah. Hey Guru. And you take a long inhale and start over again.
Awesome. He's got the best long Ekankars ever. For me, if you're losing your breath at the end of Ekankar, make sure that you're completely exhaling at the end of the meditation, because then you can't get a full inhale, and then it makes it hard to manage your breath while we're chanting, because the chants get really long. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to do 3 minutes today, but you can always, once you learn the meditation, you can extend it on your own to 7 or 11 minutes. So sit your sit bones down, get nice and grounded, open your heart, shoulders are back and down, chin is gently tucked back so there's space at the back of your neck. Top of the head is parallel to the floor. Eyes are closed and focused at the third eye. Hands are in Gyan Mudra, rested on the knees with the elbows straight. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale to begin.
Sitting. 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 Sitting.
Inhale deeply. Spend the breath gently Pulling the energy up the central channel of your body, out the crown of the head. Eyes are focused at the third eye. Exhale. We'll take one more breath like that. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Pull up on the pelvic floor, that root lock. Direct the energy up the central channel of the body, out the crown of the head. Eyes are focused at the third eye. Exhale. Beautiful. Relax the breath. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Take a few moments here to let the energy that mantra and meditation shifted integrate. Check in with your mental, emotional, and spiritual state as a result of chanting long Ek Onkar. Keeping this meditative mind, bring your palms together at your heart center as we prepare for 2 rounds of long time sun. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Inhale for Satnam. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath gently. Looking up at the third eye, consolidating your entire meditation today. Blink your eyes open. Release the hands. Beautiful. What a powerful practice for today. Thank you so much for joining us for day 5 of our course. Today you learned one of the most powerful and efficient meditations in all of Kundalini Yoga, and we hope that you enjoy using it as a tool in your arsenal, along with all the other tools that you've learned over the past 5 days. Remember that you can use these to build a nice foundation for a class that you go to, but also if you have 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, pick up one of these breathing techniques, relaxation, meditations, really use them, sprinkle them throughout your day to get the most effect and to feel a profound shift in your energy, your mood, your consciousness. They're really powerful tools to have.
Yes, absolutely. And we want to really thank you for spending the time with us, being here, and allowing us to share this technology and this science with you that really does enhance your daily life. As you practice it, stay disciplined, stay with it, and you'll see the results of this. And the goal for us is to really go beyond our limitation and our conditional mind. And so let's stay disciplined, and let's share the results, and let us know if you've benefited and how you benefited from this practice.
Awesome. We love you, Satnam, and we will see you next time.